Hello everyone, welcome back. Today also we'll be doing with a new chapter, that is chapter 10. Okay, this is the last chapter in your geography portion. Okay, that is map reading. Okay, so today what will we be learning from this chapter, okay, or from today's class? Okay, so today you'll be learning about what a map is, okay, how maps came into form from a very early age, okay, how it was being drawn. And number 3 will be the essential elements of a map. Okay, why is it essential? Okay, what are the essential things that is needed for drawing a map? Okay, that is the things that you'll be learning today. Okay, moving on. What is a map? Okay, maps are the representation, okay, of a geographical area, usually a portion of the Earth's surface, okay, which is drawn or printed on a flat surface. Okay, so map, when we say map, it usually means the representation of a particular area. Okay, so we draw a map of Kohima. Okay, it is the representation, right? It is the representation of Kohima, okay, which is either we will either draw it or we will print it out. Okay, the map of Kohima. Okay, so it is drawn on the flat surface, so paper is flat, so we can't draw all the hills like how it is, right? We will just draw flat map, okay, which shows all direction to where it leads. Okay, so maps are representation of a geographical area. Okay, see example Kohima, and then which is drawn on a flat surface, that is paper, okay, or printed out. Okay, so maps are usually a representation, okay, of some areas which are drawn or printed on a flat surface. Okay, early developments. Okay, how maps developed during the early period. Okay, the first is the earliest maps. Okay, the earliest maps which were drawn on tablets. Okay, were drawn on tablets which were made with either made with stone or which were made with mud. Okay, they have to carve the maps out. Okay, so it can be dated back to 2300 BC. Okay, this form of map work or mapping the location, okay, in a tablet can be traced back to 2300 BC. Okay, so these were the earliest form of maps which were drawn by people. Okay, and the next is the Romans. Okay, what did the Romans do? Okay, the Romans, they used to go to places surveying the land. Okay, surveying the land so that they would be able to lay down roads. Okay, so this is the picture that you are seeing is the format of how they did it. Okay, they will survey the land. Okay, they will survey the land, they will see if it is suitable for laying down the road or not. Okay, so what they did was slowly by slowly they used this method. Okay, they slowly by slowly, started surveying the land, and they started drawing up maps, okay, of the area. Okay, and this is how the Romans generated map making or drawing of map. Okay, it was through surveying of land which they did, okay, in order to lay down the roads, after which they started drawing these areas down, okay, so that they will not be able to forget and they would be able to follow this route as well. Okay, and the next is early maps. Okay, what they did was they also depended on astronomical determination. So astronomy, okay, so in the early days, people, they were so much influenced by astronomy, okay, and they believe in astronomical gods as well. So what they did was they depended on astronomy, okay, in order to draw maps. Okay, they will try to draw maps according to the astronomical way. Okay, and next is in the medieval period, many started using, okay, this object. It is called as an astrolabe. Okay, so they will look into the stars, and then they will align it with this astrolabe, and they will start making or jotting down the direction as well as the areas with this. Okay, so the astrolabe played a very important role because it also helped in navigation as well as for making maps. And compass, okay, compass were also used in order to navigate as well as draw maps in the medieval period. Okay, and in the medieval period also they use latitudes and longitudes. Okay, so in order to plot the map information. Okay, next is map reading. Okay, what is map reading? Okay, map reading is basically knowing about what a map is, because when we draw a map, okay, we are not able to distinguish a hilly area, or we can't draw a hilly area on a flat surface, right? So what we do is that we put certain identification, okay, for rivers. Okay, when we draw a map, we give certain identification for rivers. Either we put blue lining, okay, or in some hilly areas we will give some symbols, okay, or maybe some colors to indicate that this is a hilly area. Okay, or maybe this area has a snowy cap. Okay, so we will use some symbols and conventional symbols. Okay, so in order to represent, okay, a certain specific location. Okay, so in a hilly areas, in a map we can't draw hilly areas, right? So we will have to give a symbol so that we will know that this area has hills, we will know that this area has rivers, we will know that these areas have lakes. Okay, so this is how we draw a map, and this is how we read a map. Okay, so since maps are drawn on a flat surface, but with the advancement of technology today, okay, we have 3D maps. Okay, 3D maps are very useful because there is like not much identification to be made, because through 3D we can know that this area is a hilly area, this area has a pond, this area has a lake. Alright, so with technology, with the increase of technology, it has made life easier as well as reading maps easier as well. Okay, moving on, essential elements of a map. Okay, the first point is scale. Okay, so when we are measuring a map, maps are usually drawn on paper, right? On paper. So before, what they did was they used scale, okay, in order to measure the kilometer, or in order to measure the distance. Okay, so scale are important. Okay, scale are important, which is used to measure one place to another. Okay, so example, in a map, okay, we don't have any technology right now. Okay, we just have a paper map of Kohima. Okay, and we want to travel from Tinpati to Tisama, but we don't know how many kilometers it is. Okay, so we take a scale. Okay, so we take a scale, we try to measure it on the map. Okay, and then convert it in the real life. Okay, so just say that so when we come to statement, okay, scale is the measuring of map, okay, with a scale, okay, in order to show the distance. Okay, so statement, okay, just say the distance between Tinpati to Tizama, okay, is 5 kilometers. Okay, so when we are measuring the map, okay, if it shows 1 centimeter, okay, 1 centimeter, then in the real life it will become as 5 kilometers. Okay, so obviously the maps are very small, right? The maps are very small, so what we do is we try to measure it with centimeter or meter, and then we try to convert it into kilometers. Okay, so before they used to do it in that way. Okay, we will measure it with a scale. Okay, we will measure it with a scale. Just say in the map we have 1 centimeter between Tizama and Tinpati. Okay, so in real, okay, this 1 centimeter will be equal to 5 kilometers. Okay, so we come to know that Tizama, from Tinpati to Tizama, it will be 5 kilometers. Okay, that is just an example. Okay, so So next, okay, we have ratio proportion. Okay, we will do some mathematics out here. Okay, so example. Okay, example. So map of Kohima is given. We have to find the distance between Tinpati to Tizama. Okay, but we just have a map. Okay, so what we have to do is we will have to take a scale, okay, and then measure it on the map. Okay, so on the map 1 centimeter would be equal to 10,000 centimeter on the real life. Okay, the real distance, okay, 1 centimeter on the map will reflect as 10,000 centimeter on the real. Okay, so what we'll do is we will do some addition here. Okay, so 1 centimeter, okay, when we are measuring the map, 1 centimeter on the map, okay, on the piece of paper, when we are measuring the distance between Tinpati to Tizama, 1 centimeter would be equal to 10,000 centimeter on the real ground. Okay, so say that the distance from Tinpati to Tizama is 10 centimeter on the map. Okay, so we'll take the map, we will try to measure it. Okay, so the distance between Tinpati to Tizama came out 10 centimeter in our scale. Okay, so we'll have to convert that. Okay, so 10 centimeter multiplied by 10,000 centimeter. Okay, because see, 1 centimeter is equal to 10,000 centimeter, right? So we'll have to multiply with 10 centimeter equal to 10,000 centimeter. So we will get it as 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, so we will have to convert this 1 lakh centimeter into meter. Okay, we will convert it into meter, and okay, so here it comes. Okay, 1 centimeter, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, right? So we will take 100 meter, okay, and then we will divide it. Okay, so 2 of the zeros will go, so we will have 1000 meter in our hand. Okay, so 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay, so we will just say that the distance between Tizama and Tinpati is 1 kilometer away. Okay, so that is how we measure map on a paper with the help of a scale and define the location in the actual place. Okay, next we have the linear scale. Okay, linear scales are lines which divides 2 units and can be used for measuring distance on a map. Okay, so linear scales are graphic lines, okay, which are drawn on a map, okay, and also represent certain distance. Okay, so linear scale is used, so the scale which is there, this is the linear scale. Okay, and next we have the representative fraction. Here also we will do some addition. It's somehow similar with ratio proportion. Okay, RF means representative fraction, and here, okay, distance on the map. Okay, so we will take the distance on the map as 1 centimeter. Okay, and the distance on the ground is equal to 50,000 centimeter. Okay, distance on the map 1 centimeter, distance on the ground 50 centimeter. Okay, the ratio is like this: 1 centimeter equals to 50,000 centimeter. Okay, so the thus RF, okay, it will be similar, 1 divided by 50,000. Okay, so it can be translated into linear scale, right? So 1 kilometers is equal to 1 lakh. Okay, so 1 lakh, so we have 50,000 here, so we'll take half of it. Okay, 1 into 1/2 kilometers, and then it will become as 2 kilometers. Okay, so with this, okay, we come to the end of this chapter. So this is the answer key for chapter 9. Okay, for your last MCQs. Okay, so in today's class we learned about scale. Okay, scale is very important for measuring distance on the map. Okay, distance on the map in order to predict it on the real place. Okay, so just say on the map we take 1 centimeter, then on the real 1 centimeter is equal to 10,000 centimeter. Okay, and then we will try to convert it by using mathematics. Okay, in terms of addition, in terms of division, we will do it, and then we will find out the location through it. Okay, so when 3D maps were not there, when the technological maps were not there, okay, people used to measure the distance by using this scale. Okay, so it played a very important role as well. Okay, so today's work is you have to write the MCQs in your notebook, okay, and you have to answer these questions and then send me in my contact. So thank you and have a nice day.